as a trip to the Sweet 16 on the line.
The officials are excited too.
A little added drama to the beginning of the game. And LSU in their home white uniforms, the 6th seed. Ohio State in the red, in the scarlet uniforms. They're scarlet and gray, and they are the 6th seed. As we take a look at our starting lineups brought to you by Capital One. Already a three-pointer. We thought it might be an issue, but more for Ohio State.
That's a good sign for LSU, hitting your first three-pointer, and Khayla Pointer again. No fear in that young lady's game.
Capital One starting lineups for Ohio State. J.C. Sheldon and Taylor Mikesell combined for 48% of the scoring for Ohio State. Braxton Miller with the miss on the first possession for Ohio State. LSU has not been to the Sweet 16 since 2014. They hosted that year, too, as a 7 seed. None of these players have ever played this far into the tournament. Everybody on this LSU team got their first NCAA win on Saturday.
Well, that's what makes this year so special and this game so special.
Ricky Harris from the corner. Braxton Miller keeps it alive. J.C. Sheldon long on that attempt.
Well, immediately you'll see Ohio State jump into a press, a 2-2-1. Just would they like to get steals? Absolutely, but it's just to contain, run some time off the clock.
Alexis Morris checking in, so a big cheer from the crowd. She did get minutes in the game in the win over Jackson State, but didn't make any field goals. She was 8 for 9 from the free throw line, but didn't hit a shot from the field. There she is. Alexis Morris had that injury in the second to last regular season game of the year against Alabama. LSU played without her in the finale at Tennessee and without her in the SEC tournament in the loss to Kentucky. As I mentioned, she got limited minutes in the win over Jackson State. Steal by Cherry. Such a veteran team for LSU. The average age on this team, 22 years old, and a lot of players going to be playing their last game of their careers at the PMAC, including Faustine Afua off the mark on that one.
Yeah, they're really smart. They're smart offensively, and they're really smart defensively as well.
Mikula Shakova thought about it. She had a big 3 in the win over Missouri State. Alexis Morris with the rebound, and Kim Mulkey asking her to slow down and set things up.
Yeah, Ohio State wants the game fast. LSU wants to control the tempo, and right now they are controlling the tempo.
And out of the reach of Afua. Jalen Sherry was outstanding in their game against Jackson State. She had 18 points in the first half, finished with a career high.
Well, what Morris didn't bring, Cherry picked up, and she was special, especially in those first 2 quarters for LSU.
Ohio State 0 for 4 to start the game. That one's blocked by Jalen Cherry. Pull up.
And Ohio State just needs to settle in, get some good looks.
Morris strips it away, but right back, stolen by Taylor Mikesell. And then challenging the rim is Ricky Harris. She's fouled by Afua.
Yeah, and Afua made sure she knew she got a foul. That was a hard foul, but that's how it should be. Yeah, you'll see just attacking the rim, and great hands, and wanted the foul, didn't get it. LSU throws it away and then goes right back again, and there's Afua. Look, if you're going to foul, and it not be, but this game is physical, and a lot of coaches right now say this game is no, this game is physical, and it's played physical.
So Ricky Harris, a 5'10" redshirt sophomore out of Indianapolis at the line.
And you'll see, regardless of Ohio State's make or miss, they'll jump into this press, try to just contain, run the clock off, so LSU uses up the 30-second clock.
Harris makes both free throws to get Ohio State on the board. And Alexis Morris steps on the sideline.
Yeah, you got to get off that sideline. The sideline's another defender. She's got to bring somehow they got to get the ball into the middle of the court.
3 turnovers in the last 4 possessions for LSU. And that's something Ohio State did in their win over Missouri State. Missouri State is a very good team and turned the ball over 22 times in that game. Block by Khayla Pointer.
Well, both teams, and Ohio State's kind of known for their offense, but both teams are stepping their defense up. And what does KP do? She trails it, just gets all ball.
A couple of blocks already for the Tigers. Taylor Theory into the game. Nice move to the left side of the rim.
Yeah, great drive. She's a freshman, and I've just watched her throughout this year. She's gotten better and better, and she's playing with a lot of confidence right now.
And a double dribble call as J.C. Sheldon got a hand on the basketball. This Ohio State team, this is what they do. They put a lot of pressure on and force turnovers.
Well, they make it a living on the defensive end, especially out of the press. And they're going to turn it over. And what does that do? Give you extra possessions with the basketball.
So along with Taylor Theory, also checking in Tanea Beecham, number 35, had a really nice game against Missouri State. Autumn Newby couldn't get a hand on it, and it was knocked out of bounds by Theory, the 5'11" freshman. Everybody on the court for LSU right now playing in their last game at the PMAC except Alexis Morris. She has said she will return, but Autumn Newby, the transfer from Vandy, a grad transfer. And then you've got Cherry Pointer and Afua, who have all put in their time here at LSU.
Well, it's a veteran squad, and they play like veterans, and Morris does as well.
First shot of the NCAA tournament from the field for Alexis Morris.
Yeah, great sign for the Tigers for her making the 3, her first shot of the tournament.
Khayla Pointer steals it. Off to the races, out in front of Mike So for 2.
Yeah, Khayla Pointer, she was shot out of a cannon right there. Her mom likes it. Her fans like it too.
Her mom, Simone, Nikki Fargas' sister. And back ironed it. LSU could build on this lead.
Yeah, Ohio State's got to find a way to generate more shots. They've got to go to the boards a little bit harder than what they're doing right now.
The dump off to Afua too hard, and here comes J.C. Sheldon. She's got numbers, and she is quick to the basket.
She is, and she is a straight line player. She gets from A to B super quick, but it is in a straight line.
Ohio State had started off 1 for 9, so that easy basket helps them a little bit here in the early going. Ricky Harris with the rebound.
And this is the pace Ohio State wants right now.
Mike Sell too strong.
There's that extra look.
Beecham with the rebound and put back. We haven't had a whistle for a while.
Well, no, it has been up and down.
8-8 in the first quarter. 3:40 to go here in Baton Rouge. Cherry looking for somebody. There's nobody to throw to, and instead, right into the hands of J.C. Sheldon. No LSU players even going down the court.
Yeah, when did they start counting? LSU was down here in the backcourt.
The family of J.C. Sheldon, her sister Emmy cheering on the Buckeyes. And then a foul on Sheldon in the backcourt. These two are great football powers, and J.C. Sheldon with a little interception.
Oh my gosh, she takes off. She's going for football. She's going a home run. She's playing baseball too. She's doing it all for Ohio State.
Universal Mardi Gras is back. The concerts are back. The flavors are back. The parades and beads are back. And you can keep coming back with 2 days free and enjoy refreshing Coke Zero Sugar while you're at it. It's louder, wilder, spicier. Mardi Gras at Universal Orlando Resort.
Want fresher drives every day? Get Febreze car vent clips. Just click, install, and Febreze Steady Release technology uses your fan to circulate freshness throughout your car, so you can enjoy up to 40 days of consistent scent. Febreze car.
The NCAA Women's Championship is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Kim Mulkey has this crowd fired up, has a great attendance here from the student section, from the community at large. It was an emotional come-from-behind win. And her mom, Drew Mulkey, is in attendance today.
It's always good to see Drew here, and I think that's one of the reasons why Kim came back, is to be closer to her mom, and that is really, really special. I'm glad she gets that opportunity. She needs to keep her clothes on there, Coach Mulkey.
Got a little fired up in that game. I mean, they were down by 10 points with less than 5 minutes remaining. A 14 seed had never beaten a number 3 seed in the entirety of the NCAA Women's Championship, and they were on the ropes.
Yeah, that may make me a little. That might make me a little nervous. So
already for LSU, 6 turnovers. They only had 11 the entire game against Jackson State.
Yeah, and LSU's got to try to take advantage of the mismatches inside.
Morris misses her second three-point attempt. Ohio State, 8 of their 10 points here in the early going are off the LSU turnovers.
Boy, Cherry is doing a great job against Mike Self. He's not letting her get even open passes. She's playing in the passing lane, just making her work for every time she touches the basketball.
6-0 run for Ohio State, and another steal. All the way to the left side.
Wow.
What a pretty move.
Man, I like that.
So does Emmy. JC's sister, Emmy, the star of the family, cheering JC on from the sideline, and another steal and score.
And she just does a great job of changing direction, and so then Emmy, she likes it.
She likes that JC has scored 6 of the last 8 points for Ohio State.
Hey, she's into this game.
Well, there aren't a lot of Ohio State fans here. Even the Ohio State band is taking a little verbal abuse from the student section for LSU.
Well, I think it must be strategy, putting the student section next to the band.
Ryan Payne missing. And then a foul on the floor as Hannah Gusters is in, number 20 for LSU. Retrieved that rebound and was fouled.
That's the extra opportunities that LSU needs, is that offensive rebound, keeping the possession alive.
Well, the ESPN family of networks is your exclusive home for the NCAA Women's Championship. The Sweet 16 will start Friday, followed by the Elite 8 later in the weekend. Then it's the Final Four from Minneapolis on April 1st, followed by the National Championship on April 3rd. Can't wait. This entire tournament has been fantastic. It's been fun on our off day yesterday, watching all those games. Some upsets. Creighton upsetting Iowa. South Dakota knocking off Baylor.
Yeah, just great basketball, and just showing the parity now with women's basketball, and it's really fun to watch.
I don't know about you, but my bracket is busted.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't mind at all.
No.
It's great to see. Afua still has not been able to score inside. 0 for 2 for the grad student.
Well, both teams are getting really good looks inside, but the defense is really solid.
Under a minute to go in the first quarter.
Nice pass.
And it goes out of bounds. It will be LSU basketball. LSU has not scored in over 4 minutes. Ohio State is on an 8-0 run.
Well, that has a lot to do with Ohio State's defense right now. They're making them have to work for every possession, and every shot is being contested right now.
Awatrazi back onto the court. Another one of the seniors playing in her last game for LSU. Last game here at the PMAC. Afua posting up tough, going against Beecham. Misses another 0 for 3, and frustration from Afua.
Yeah, good look. Great look, actually. Just got to finish it.
Ohio State with a chance here for the last shot of the quarter as the shot clock has been shut off.
And you got to get I think you would get Mike Sell involved here with a look.
Mike Sell knocks down the 3. Her first basket of the game, and it's an 11-0 run for the Buckeyes.
Yeah. And Mike Sell, wow, just trying to find your gun, and that's what they did. She let it fly. Beautiful. Uncontested.
On court side to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it means so much to her, and giving her a chance to especially hug on her sister. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yes. J.C. Sheldon leads Ohio State with 6 points. She's 3 for 7 from the floor. It was an 11-0 run for Ohio State to end the second quarter after LSU had jumped out to an 8-4 lead. But the 8 points for LSU ties their lowest scoring quarter of the season.
This game is, look, you better take it to the basket hard. You can't fade away, because officials aren't calling that. It's really they've called it really equal on both ends. If you're going to attack the basket, you attack the basket.
3 for 16 from the field now in the early going for LSU. Blocked by Sheldon. 17 on the shot clock.
And Ohio State, there's not a whole lot of places to go right now. They're just clogging up the lane, and they're doing a great job of making LSU shoot over them.
LSU's missed their last 9 shots. Pointer trying to muscling inside, can't get it to go. She's right there for the putback.
And that's what LSU does, and that's what they're going to continue to do. If they're going to shoot this way, they need second and third chance opportunities, and that's what just happened.
Yeah, LSU +9 on the rebound margin on the year. That's not a strength for Ohio State. Mikula Shakova, she hit a big three-pointer in the win against Missouri State. Doesn't make them often, only 27%, but that's a big one.
That was a big one, and yes, she did make one against Missouri State as well. I like the big kid. Now, she can post up, but then she faces up. This just makes it difficult to guard.
Foul called on Taylor Theory, and it will send Ryan Payne to the free throw line. You know, the crowds here for LSU have grown throughout the year as this team has done well, finished second in the SEC. I love that Ryan Payne at the press conference yesterday was just like, I've never played in an environment like that.
Wow.
It was so awesome.
Well, this is how women's basketball should be. When you put great talent on the floor, people should come out, and this has been really exciting and good for LSU and good for Kim Mulkey bringing the students in.
I understand it's about $20 a ticket, so Kim Mulkey who can afford it for sure.
Yeah,
it's paying for all the tickets for the students.
It's just some change for Kim. You and I would, that's a couple of months salary, but Kim, nah.
She's good.
She's good.
Pointer taking it right to the rim. Gets her own offensive rebound, and she's fouled.
Way to stay with it. Just LSU staying with it. They're cleaning up the boards, and if they're not going to score on the first look, then they got to make sure they secure the second and third lane. Ohio State, great defense. Just got to box out. Keep them off the boards.
Taylor Theory picked up her second foul. We talked about rebound margin being a strength for LSU, almost 9 or plus 9 on the year. That's third best in the SEC and 13th in the country.
Yeah, they make a living on the boards.
Pointer misses the first free throw. We're in the Spokane region. The winner of this game will advance to play Texas, the Big 12 tournament champion. Stanford with a win over Kansas yesterday. A lot of great three-point shooting. And Maryland will face Stanford in the regional in the Sweet 16 in Spokane.
Yeah, impressed with both those teams. And Maryland beat a strong three-point shooting team in Florida Gulf Coast, and then Stanford. Gosh darn. They made threes like they were making layups.
Lexi Hull, what a terrific game for Stanford yesterday.
Yeah, fantastic.
Braxton Miller, 4 on the shot clock. Mike Sell, yes, that's what she does.
You cannot, that kid's automatic. You cannot give her that much time. She can't get her feet set, and she lets it fly.
She's second in the nation in three-point percentage at just under 47%, and three-pointers made per game. As she makes about 3.5 three-pointers per game. She's got 2 in this one.
Well, watching her shoot, Brenda, you understand why.
LSU's now scored on 3 of their last 4 possessions to get a little momentum here in the second quarter. That was Ryan Payne. Blocked by Afua.
Nice defense. Just stay between your man and the basket.
Payne picks up her dribble.
Now, don't throw the Afua out there on the 3.
Autumn Newby was getting shoved from behind as she came to set the screen. Cherry was so hot in the first half in that game against Jackson State. Her parents cheering on.
Well, they should be so proud of her because she brought energy, and right there it's got the crowd up and going.
And a nice use of the backboard. Mikula Shakova.
Just an easy slip of the screen.
Pointer has it stripped away by Harris. It will stay on this end, 21 seconds on the shot clock. Hannah Guster's checking into the lineup for LSU, 6'5" freshman.
Yeah, and here's KP attacking the basket, going strong, but what great defense. All ball. She got on top of the ball, all ball.
Khayla Pointer rises up for a jumper. We told you, Khayla Pointer is the star of this team. 9 points for the grad student. Mikula Shakova.
Yeah, great D.
Khayla Pointer had both of LSU's three-pointers made in the win over Jackson State. The game winner in the last minute, and a beautiful pass there.
Wow. You know, when you score the basketball, they come over and help, and Khayla makes a great, easy dish. Great look.
LSU has drawn to within 3. They've made 4 of their last 4 shot attempts. Mikula Shakova from the top of the key hits another 3.
Yeah, you know what? She's not shooting as well from the inside. She's just stepping out.
She doesn't look like a 27% three-point shooter right now.
Not right now.
And a foul on the floor on Braxton Miller. back and forth affair here in Baton Rouge. LSU has closed to within 6 on the 6th seed Ohio State Buckeyes.
Universal Mardi Gras is back. The concerts are back. The flavors are back. The parades and beads are back. And you can keep coming back with 2 days free and enjoy refreshing Coke Zero Sugar while you're at it. It's louder, wilder, spicier. Mardi Gras at Universal Orlando Resort.
Want fresher drives every day? Get Febreze car vent clips. Just click, install, and Febreze Steady Release technology uses your fan to circulate freshness throughout your car, so you can enjoy up to 40 days of consistent scent. Febreze car.
Welcome back to the PMAC in Baton Rouge. A beautiful statue of Sue Gunter, the Women's Basketball Hall of Famer that built the foundation here at LSU. Ohio State leading the Tigers 26-20 with 5 to go in the second quarter. And it was great to see. You and I got to go up and take a look. That's a great looking statue.
I can't say enough about Sue Gunter and what she did for just women's basketball in general. And she was our 1980 Olympic coach, got a chance to play under Sue, and just a phenomenal coach and even a better person.
Yeah, you were on that 1980 Olympic team. Didn't play in the Olympics because of the boycott, but played with that team up until the Olympics.
Absolutely.
A little pre-NCAA women's basketball history for you.
We Fatu's having a hard time just getting a good, clean look.
Nice three-pointer for Ohio State, and Ricky Harris. That's 4 for 4 for the Buckeyes here in this quarter.
Yeah, you cannot give them open looks like that because they are really strong as a team shooting the three-pointer.
Cherry with the mid-range jumper. Mikesell putting it on the floor against Khayla Pointer. Ricky Harris is being defended by Alexis Morris.
And look at how Ohio State has just spread the floor.
First missed three-pointer of the quarter for Ohio State. We knew it would be a factor. Ohio State makes over 8 three-pointers a game. They're already 5 of 9 in the game today. So how does LSU counter that since the three-point shot isn't a big part of their offense?
Well, they just need to get extra looks with offensive rebounds. And right now they've got 8 offensive rebounds, but they've got to do something with that. They're getting their hands on the ball, but they've got to finish with the bucket. So continue to just dominate the boards.
So 8 offensive rebounds have turned into 5 second chance points for LSU. Khayla Pointer triggers it in with 20 on the shot clock.
Yeah, it'd be great to see Morris get going here.
Afua, and it's off LSU. Afua 0 for 4 from the floor. She's got 5 rebounds, but hasn't made a basket yet.
No, Ohio State's pushing her away from the basket, and Afua's having to put the ball in. That's not her game. She needs to catch and turn and shoot, and that's Ohio State affecting that offensively.
Pick and roll to Beecham for the finish. Beecham now has 4 points for Ohio State. Cherry, that's her spot.
Nice. Pointer, great attack. Great attack. Got Cherry wide open, kicked it out. Cherry hit a wide open shot. Nice play.
Beecham trying her luck at a 3 and not good luck at all.
Well, yeah. It may not be her shot. That was her 9th three-pointer of the year, so.
Yeah, she's 2 for 8 on the year.
Yeah. Get it to your guards that shoot the 3.
Khayla Pointer hangs in the air. goes through contact and still scores.
That's what Khayla Pointer does. She just puts this team on her back, and it just gets this crowd and her team fired up.
She is the first player in this game in double figures as she has 11. J.C. Sheldon from the top of the key. Long rebound to Harris. Braxton Miller going to fire up for three, and she gets it.
Well, hey, they're letting them fly right now.
Ohio State, as a team, makes 38% of their three-pointers. And today, so far, they're hitting at a 50% clip, 6 for 12. Pointer. Autumn Newby rips down the rebound, and a whistle. It's so loud in here, the players didn't even hear the whistle.
Yeah, she's got to be careful. I like her hustle ability, but got to keep those elbows in check.
So Beecham picks up her second foul.
Oh. Yeah, they're gonna have to. They're probably going to need to go to the monitor right here and watch it.
She got J.C. Sheldon right in the face with the elbow.
And yeah, I don't think she deliberately threw it, but she extended her elbow. She put her elbows out and
we're reviewing for a possible unobserved.
So the officials are taking a look.
Universal Mardi Gras is back. The concerts are back. The flavors are back. The parades and beads are back. And you can keep coming back with 2 days free and enjoy refreshing Coke Zero Sugar while you're at it. It's louder, wilder, spicier. Mardi Gras at Universal Orlando Resort.
Want fresher drives every day? Get Febreze car vent clips. Just click, install, and Febreze Steady Release technology uses your fan to circulate freshness throughout your car, so you can enjoy up to 40 days of consistent scent. Febreze car.
Welcome back to Baton Rouge. Ohio State leading 34-26 with 1:42 remaining in the second quarter, and Kevin McGuff not too happy because there was a foul called on Beecham. The whistle blew, and then Autumn Newby caught J.C. Sheldon with her elbow, but the officials deemed it was not intentional and so did not give a foul to Newby.
Well, you know, Brady, you're taught when you rebound, you get your elbows out, and that's just to protect the ball, but you just can't lead with your elbow, and they deemed she did not lead with her elbow.
So at the beginning part of that play, Beecham was called for a foul. She has 2 fouls. Coming up at halftime, Degree in the studio, taking a look at all the action from a busy day of games. Elle Duncan, Rebecca Lobo, and Nikki Fargas in the studio. Looking forward to that. And so, already in the Big Ten, Maryland and Michigan have advanced to the Sweet 16. In the SEC, South Carolina has. Tennessee is on the ropes in their game against Belmont. Kevin McGuff's daughter plays for Belmont. They pulled off that first-round upset against Oregon, and now they've got Tennessee on the ropes.
Yeah, I mean, Belmont's doing a great job. I saw them play earlier against South Carolina, and Georgia Tech, and I went, I do not want to see, I would not be a coach that want to see Belmont in the tournament.
Iowa, of course, lost at home to Creighton. Maryland and Michigan advancing, and then Indiana currently playing in the Big Ten. Iowa and Ohio State tied for the regular season title, but there were a couple of teams right behind that did not get to play all of their games because of some COVID protocols with Illinois. So Iowa won the Big Ten tournament championship, and then what a great game by Creighton yesterday to go into Carver Hawkeye Arena and get that victory.
Just stayed steady, ran their offense, got great looks at the basket towards the end.
3-second violation on LSU. 9 turnovers in the first half. Remember, they only had 11 in the entire game against Jackson State.
Yeah, this pressure is, if it doesn't, it's just wearing them down, and the full court press is really taking a toll right now on LSU.
Sheldon. Oh, that one goes in and out. Their 7 made field goals in this quarter have all been assisted. That one would have been 2 had it gone down. Khayla Pointer, short. Autumn Newby.
Yeah, that's what's going to help LSU is getting set. Now, what are they going to do with this offensive rebound?
LSU out-rebounding Ohio State 14-3 in this quarter, but to your point, they have to take better advantage once they get the rebounds.
Absolutely.
Cherry, short.
And that's a tough look. That's with somebody in her face.
And that was their first 3-point attempt of the quarter.
LSU just muster up, get some defensive stops, and turn that into easy offensive looks.
The difference in this game, Ohio State shooting about 5 percentage points better overall than LSU, and they've made 6 3-pointers to just 2 for LSU. Yeah. Ohio State has made the 6 more. They are the 6 3-pointers. 3 seconds left. Pointer rises up. No. And Ohio State will take an 8-point lead into the halftime locker room. We've hit the halftime. Ohio State 34, LSU 26. Time to get you the stat sheet once again. And here's your game track brought to you by Cooper Tires. As the difference in the game, the 3-point shooting from this Ohio State team. The rebounds, LSU commanding the boards, but aren't really taking advantage of it.
No, they're not. They've only gotten 5 points off their offensive rebounding, and they've got to make sure if they don't have a clean look at the basket, just pull it out and get another possession. Take advantage of how hard you're working on the boards.
So defensively down here for LSU, what do they need to do to try to really maybe disrupt what Ohio State is doing?
You'll know where the shooters are, and keep your man in front of you. They're having to do a lot of rotation because the guard's getting by, and then the guard just kicks out to 3-point shooting.
Pointer falls to the floor, and Ohio State off to the races.
Yeah, and Khayla's got to go up really strong on that drive. They're not going to call just falling down.
Afua thought the ball was magically going to bounce to Payne, and instead Ohio State jumped in and grabbed it.
Yeah, Fua, she's a little frustrated right now. She's got to come on and bring it. They need her on both ends of the floor.
Largest lead of the game for Ohio State. This crowd is just waiting for something to cheer about, and it's been frustrating here in the opening minute and a half of the third. A lot of 3-point attempts here in the early going for Ohio State. Alexis Morris and Hannah Gusters checking into the game for LSU.
So this is just frustrating here. Fua doesn't get it, just stops. You don't stop. Only time you stop is when the whistle blows.
Instead, Harris jumps in and grabs it and scores. LSU led by Khayla Pointer in the first half. She has 11 points. Alexis Morris had that 3-point look early, but that's her only score.
Yes, every basket, LSU, it just has that feel they're struggling to score.
And Ohio State, on the other hand, has had 7 different players score.
And they're getting pretty much clean looks to the basket.
And that's another one. As Sheldon explodes, she's got 8 points. And a timeout called by Kim Mulkey. She does not like what she has seen to start the third quarter.
God, Ohio State, they picked up where they left off, and J.C. Selden, what does she do? She's attacking the basket. She's keeping the Ohio State Buckeyes ahead.
Universal Mardi Gras is back. The concerts are back. The flavors are back. The parades and beads are back. And you can keep coming back with 2 days free and enjoy refreshing Coke Zero Sugar while you're at it. It's louder, wilder, spicier. Mardi Gras at Universal Orlando Resort.
Want fresher drives every day? Get Febreze car vent clips. Just click, install, and Febreze Steady Release technology uses your fan to circulate freshness throughout your car, so you can enjoy up to 40 days of consistent scent. Febreze car.
Ohio State with its biggest lead of the ball game, 38-26, 8:01 remaining in the third quarter. Kevin McGuff's daughter is actually playing for Belmont in a very close game against Tennessee. There's his wife and children. There to the left is Letitia, his wife. Their daughter is playing for Belmont, and it's a close game in Tennessee as she's been watching on the big screen as she now sees on the big screen, and look at Kevin McGuff is actually looking up and sees that his daughter's team has lost to Tennessee. He got a chance to catch a glance.
Yeah, he did, and his wife as well.
But wow, they made it close. 4 on the shot clock. 2, as Gusters knows, she tosses it out to Pointer, and after a timeout is called by LSU, they have a shot clock violation.
I don't think Gusters knew that the clock was running down. At least it appeared she didn't. Just LSU appears to be a little out of sync on offense, and that has a lot to do with Ohio State's defense and their ball pressure.
Off the way to the basket once again, and Ohio State has so much rhythm in their offense right now.
Yes, they do. It's something else. So Mike Sell is a big three-point shooter, and then goes backdoor. Here it is. You got to respect Mike Sell's three-point shooting, and what do? Go backdoor. Great communication between the two. That's just playing together and understanding each other and what they need to do.
And 3 players for Ohio State have 8 points. Mike Sell, along with Sheldon and Mikula Shikova, all have 8 points. Just really balanced scoring for Ohio State. Khayla Pointer has to take things into her own hands, and she is too strong on that one. Ohio State on the run.
Great drive, great look. Just stay on your feet, Khayla.
And a turnover for Ohio State. Jalen Cherry going around Braxton Miller.
Nice. So what does LSU? They pick up. Great decision. Pick up and make Ohio State play a little faster.
Get the ball out of the hands of J.C. Sheldon.
Absolutely.
Ball screen action. Mikula Shikova going to work on Gusters inside, and Hannah Gusters with an emphatic block.
Yeah, great defense, keeping your player in front of you. So what do? Just build a wall. That's what she does. Long arms. Yeah, great block.
Mikula Shikova, though, drives by Gusters this time for a reverse layup.
It just seems like Ohio State has an answer for every potential run LSU has. Ohio State has had the answer thus far.
Pointer in the paint, too strong, and a foul called on Mike Sell as Awa Trazi goes up for the basket. Tennessee with the nail-biting win over Belmont as we take a look at now the bracket complete for the Wichita region. Yeah, South Dakota crashing the party.
Yes, they did, and let me tell you what, that is a fun South Dakota team to watch, and to go into Baylor and beat them on their home court, they make me nervous if I'm Michigan.
And Michigan got the win over Villanova tonight.
And if you're in South Dakota, you're celebrating.
The Coyotes out of Vermillion. What an effort by them on the road.
Yeah, just great play, great great coaching. It's a fun game to watch.
Don Plitzelwhite had won a Division II national championship. I called that for her at Grand Valley State years ago, and now she's got her Yotes of South Dakota in the Sweet 16. Trazi gets a hand on it. Shot clock down to 8. Braxton Miller sees the left side of the lane open, and a foul called. Khayla Pointer came in to disrupt, but a foul called on Trazi.
Wow. Braxton Miller went hard to the basket. I think it looked like just a hand on the drive. I think she got a clean block, but you just can't put your hands on her.
And with the huge screen above us here at the PMAC, everybody in the stands saw that block as well. The NCAA Men's Basketball Championship Sweet 16 begins Thursday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on CBS and TBS. For more information on game times and networks, go to NCAA.com.
I just feel this crowd just wants to just bust loose, and so LSU's got to give them something to get crazy over.
Braxton Miller made both free throws, and then a whistle and a foul on Ohio State.
That'll get them going.
So J.C. Sheldon was called for the foul. Ricky Harris was not happy about it, got very extra demonstrative. We had a few technicals called in the LSU Jackson State game the other night, so both teams have to keep emotions in check.
Emotions are flying right now. This game's on the line. A lot at stake.
Jalen Cherry off the mark. Ohio State trying to get to its first Sweet 16 since 2018. LSU hasn't been there since 2014. Mike Sell fires it up.
Wow. Are you kidding?
A 13-2 run for the Buckeyes. Khayla Pointer answers back. That's her first basket of the third quarter, and Mike Sell answers immediately.
Yeah, LSU tried to jump into a press, and JC got the ball in and got it to her partner Mike Sell for an easy layup.
JC Sheldon with 7 assists to go along with her 8 points. Taylor Mikesell, she's got 13 points. She's 3 for 4 from three-point range.
Yeah, and LSU's taking a lot of time right now on the clock.
Ryan Payne, that's not really the game for LSU, and then a foul on the rebound. A 19-point lead for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, and Mike said, I tell you what, just kicked it out. Watch this. And she's got somebody in her face. She delivers. She is delivering for the Buckeyes tonight.
Universal Mardi Gras is back. The concerts are back. The flavors are back. The parades and beads are back. And you can keep coming back with 2 days free and enjoy refreshing Coke Zero Sugar while you're at it. It's louder, wilder, spicier. Mardi Gras at Universal Orlando Resort.
Want fresher drives every day? Get Febreze car vent clips. Just click, install, and Febreze Steady Release technology uses your fan to circulate freshness throughout your car, so you can enjoy up to 40 days of consistent scent. Febreze car.
Welcome back to the PMAC in Baton Rouge, right outside Mike the Tiger. Mr. Tiger to you and me. LSU needs a little growl as they're down by 19 to the Buckeyes. And a busy day here at LSU. Matt McMahon was announced as the new head coach of the men's basketball program.
Yeah, he did a great job at Murray State this season, and great opportunity for him to come down. And they love basketball here, and he'll get the opportunity to change the environment.
Kim Mulkey was pretty excited about that when she shared that with us at shoot-around today.
She was. She said that was her top choice. So You think she's going to take credit in hiring him?
She get a finder's fee?
Finder's fee. No, but I think it's really important, and she did too, of the men's and women's staff getting along.
Absolutely. J.C. Sheldon, boy, there was a lot of contact. And then Khayla Pointer missing the layup on the other end. And the call is pointed in favor of Ohio State, and nobody in the arena in a purple shirt is very happy about that.
Yeah.
And a bump on Khayla Pointer. That's her second foul.
Yeah, just an opportunity. Well, Khayla, goes down and misses a wide open layup, and they're making her play really, really fast. And yeah, the ball looked like on the replay it went off of Ohio State, but the call stands, and it's Ohio State's basketball.
This Ohio State team is a top 10 team in the country in a lot of offensive categories. They're 6th in scoring offense. They commit the offensive foul there on Ricky Harris, but they average about 79 points a game. They shoot 38% from three-point range and 46% from the floor, and you're seeing a lot of that offense on display as they're shooting 60% from the floor tonight against LSU.
Wow. So maybe this charge will give LSU a little spunk and help them get their offense going, which hopefully will lead to their defense.
And that's 60% in this third quarter that they're shooting from the floor.
That's impressive. They're just playing solid. Every shot that LSU's taking, there's a hand up. It's being defended.
Khayla Pointer goes to the floor hard, and that's the third foul on J.C. Sheldon. J.C. Sheldon and Taylor Mikesell did not come out of the game. They played all 40 minutes in the win over Missouri State in the first round. So we'll see, with Sheldon picking up her third foul with 3:24 remaining in the third, if she continues to stay in.
Yeah, I do not anticipate those two coming out. I mean, Sheldon's too smart of a player, and
Simone Pointer.
Yeah, she's struggled a little bit scoring. She's really pressing, and but she's still attacking the basket. And here's what's great about that: she's still playing hard on the defensive end.
And a full court press after the made free throw. Sheldon got the ball back, and two LSU players took it away from each other.
Just kind of how this game so far has been, an aggressive defense, and ball just goes off the legs out of bounds.
Seconds in the backcourt, just not a realization that the shot clock was going down.
Yeah. Now somebody on the court they've got to draw attention to that.
And so can LSU use a little of this defensive momentum to chip into this game? Ohio State has owned this game. LSU has not led since the first quarter, when they led 8-6, and it's been all Ohio State since then.
Yeah, Ohio State's hit some big buckets, and those big buckets have really silenced this crowd. And so right now this crowd's into it because they've had really two big defensive stops. One went out of bounds, and then they get the ball here. So let's see what they can do with it. If they can do something with it, this will ignite this crowd.
3 straight turnovers for the Buckeyes. Khayla Pointer, along with her fellow seniors, the last game they're going to play here at the PMAC. Jalen Cherry, Autumn Newby, Faustina Fua, all graduate students, all playing in their last game at the PMAC. It has been a frustrating offensive effort, but when the chips were down in the game against Jackson State, they made a big comeback. Do they have it in them against Ohio State? And Khayla Pointer will go to the free throw line after fouled on the drive.
Well, absolutely. Right now, they're just attacking. They're not shooting the ball well from the outside. They're attacking the basket. And what does that do? It puts you at the free throw line, but more importantly, for this score, it stops the clock.
Taylor Theory, it's her third foul. You mentioned Khayla Pointer has struggled. She's 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 6 of 20 from the floor overall, but she is the leader of this team and going to try to put the team on her back.
Well, the other night she against Jackson State, she had a great fourth quarter, so she just needs to settle in, let the game come to her, and just keep fighting and keep her team up. Don't get down, don't get discouraged.
And she makes the second. Yeah, in that comeback against Jackson State, LSU scored 26 points. She scored or assisted on 19 of them. And this crowd erupts at another great defensive play.
Yeah, defense is going to get them back into it. So they're just forcing her up the sideline and did a great job of trapping.
This time, Pointer has it stripped away by Mikesell. Ahead to Beecham. Beecham, little up and under move, gets Newby to go by her.
Great defense right there without fouling, and then they turn that defensive effort into a wide open offensive play.
Cherry pulls up. Boy, it's just been a rough night scoring for LSU. Just 2 of 11 in this quarter. Make that 2 of 12 here in the third quarter.
Well, LSU keep your intensity in the half-court defense like you're doing on the full court.
Braxton Miller. And it gets away from Afua.
Yeah, I'm not sure Braxton had to control the ball when she shot it. Afua's got to step up now. She's got to get outside herself. Her team needs her. Step up and let's play.
J.C. Sheldon, biggest lead of the game for the Buckeyes.
Wow. That kid's just doing a little bit of everything tonight. Scoring, setting her teammates up, playing solid defense. You ask me, she's going to come out. She's not coming out.
11 points and 7 assists for J.C. Sheldon. All Big Ten first teamer. Ryan Payne misses.
There's every shot that LSU's taking right now. It's contested.
Ohio State now 9 for 19 from three-point range.
Wow. They got to find her real quick.
And the games that LSU has lost this year, three of the games, Florida Gulf Coast, Arkansas, and Kentucky, they allowed at least 9 three-pointers and over 47% from three-point range, and that's what they've done today. 9 three-pointers already for Ohio State, and they're shooting 47% from distance.
Well, you cannot leave that. You cannot leave Sheldon open like that because she is money. She is money, and she hits 2 in a row. The net, they couldn't even get the net down from the last 3 she shot.
This is the largest deficit of the season for LSU. They're down 24-22 in this game.
Yeah, they're just Ohio State right now is just clicking on all cylinders, and LSU's got to find some way to disrupt, which they have with their defense. Disrupt with your defense, get you some easy shots on the offensive end.
Tipped out of bounds by Kateri Poole into the game for the Buckeyes.
LSU's just got to chip away. Get your body language right. Get your mind right. There's plenty of time left in this game.
Under a minute to play in the third quarter. A trip to the Sweet 16 in Spokane on the line. And Ohio State has really controlled this game, but Ryan Payne with a jumper. LSU just trying to search for any kind of little bit of momentum they can grab. Mike Sell. Trozzi rebounds. About a 3-second difference between the game clock and shot clock.
Just a little high ball screen, and
Trozzi, too strong. Ohio State has time. Sheldon, stripped away by Payne. But Ohio State will take a 20-point advantage into the fourth quarter. J.C. Sheldon and Taylor Mikesell leading the way for the Buckeyes. This is a great offensive team. Their defense has buckled down on LSU. This is a hostile environment. Ohio State couldn't be more pleased with how this game has gone so far.
Well, they have handled this hostile environment, and they've kept this crowd in check, and that's because of their play on the offensive end and the defensive end.
And even when it got loud, they practiced against loud crowd music in shoot-around today.
They sure did, and I would have to think it helped them. They shot free throws, they ran their offense, they ran their out of bounds, and we watched, Brendan, they were using sign language and signs and calling plays because they couldn't hear. So wanted to make sure if it did get that loud, they could get a play in.
Ryan Payne picked up the foul, her first. It will send Kateri Poole to the free throw line, and the officials are asking the players to clear off the free throw lane.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We're reviewing for a possible unobserved.
So a possible unobserved, so perhaps Kevin McGuff brought their attention to something.
Yeah,
so it looks like we'll see. Before all that, Jalen Cherry was hit in the face by Sheldon with an elbow.
Yeah, you couldn't see it from that angle, but yes, she did.
It's hard to see.
Yeah.
Any too much additional or unnecessary contact there.
Not from the two angles. It didn't look like it was something intentional, but
they're looking for, was it excessive or unnecessary in nature?
Trying to figure out which.
And that was before the actual foul was called. So you see there on the first move, J.C. Sheldon with a shot to Jalen Cherry's face.
Yeah, she hit her with the elbow. Yeah, it looked like.
And no whistle was blown. The play continued, and the foul was actually called on LSU on the drive later to the basket.
It didn't look intentional. It looked like a basketball move that you've been taught to protect the basketball. It didn't look like she threw an elbow, but they may see a different angle than we're not seeing. But there's three of them over there. They'll discuss it.
It doesn't arise to an intentional. We'll just be shooting free throws and going to immediate timeout.
All right, you heard the report from Felicia Grinter. She, along with Roy Gobayan and Alicia Murray, are our officials. So we're going to take a break. Ohio State leading by 20.
Universal Mardi Gras is back. The concerts are back. The flavors are back. The parades and beads are back. And you can keep coming back with 2 days free and enjoy refreshing Coke Zero Sugar while you're at it. It's louder, wilder, spicier. Mardi Gras at Universal Orlando Resort.
Want fresher drives every day? Get Febreze car vent clips. Just click, install, and Febreze Steady Release technology uses your fan to circulate freshness throughout your car, so you can enjoy up to 40 days of consistent scent. Febreze car.
The NCAA Women's Championship is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Of course, a tie between Ohio State and LSU with Joe Burrow. I know he went away from Ohio State, but after winning the national championship for LSU, I think he made Ohio fans happy overall, going back to the Cincinnati Bengals and taking them to the Super Bowl this year.
Well, he made the LSU fans a lot more happier by coming down here to Baton Rouge.
So the Buckeyes, they deemed that the contact by Sheldon did not rise to an intentional foul level, so they just are going back to the foul that was called on the floor, sending Poole to the free throw line. She makes 1 of 2 free throws. LSU in a big hole here to start the 4th quarter, down 21.
They just got to score in a hurry.
They get one there. Jalen Cherry now with 10.
And what a score does, Brendan, they get to set their defense, and that's a positive for LSU because their press has been effective. They haven't scored enough to really get it set to help.
Coming up next, North Carolina and Arizona in the Greensboro region. Courtney Banghart, what a great job she's done at UNC, and Adia Barnes and Arizona. Can they make another run like they did last year? And Sheldon again.
How'd she get through that? Yeah, her body control with the ball is just outstanding. She's putting on a clinic right now with the ball and also getting who needs the ball. You know, she's throwing it to players and
a foul called on Ryan Payne, and it sends Braxton Miller to the floor. She's grabbing her knee in obvious pain.
I hope she just hit knees. I didn't.
They bring her to her feet. It's good to see her walking away from that.
Well, she just fell pretty hard on her knee. Yeah.
The transfer from Oklahoma State. She was a 2-year starter for the Cowgirls before coming to Ohio State 3 seasons ago. This is her 5th year, so she is playing in her last game in a 2nd round before moving on, of course.
Yeah, this is what ignites LSU right now. Defense, steal, score. This is the best way they're going to get easy baskets right now. The best way they've gotten them all night. Oh, what a pass.
And Mikesell can't finish it, and Afua able to save it. Pointer. Season opening, and somehow there's a collision. No foul called, but it will be LSU basketball. How many times has Khayla Pointer been on the floor tonight?
Yeah, looked like a clean steal, and it just went off of her. But Khayla's doing what taking hard to the basket. She did exactly what she needed to do. Yeah, they're going to call that.
Yeah, bump will send Khayla Pointer to the free throw line.
So what does that do? It stops the clock, gives LSU opportunity to make 2 points easily than they've done all night, because they've really struggled to get clean looks. And right now, great opportunity to get 2 easy looks and then set your press.
So Braxton Miller picked up her 3rd foul. Khayla Pointer has been to the line 6 times already. She's just 3 for 6. On the year, about a 67% free throw shooter, but it's been a struggle tonight.
And she goes to the line. She goes to the line the most for LSU. So
LSU 6 of 13 from the free throw line. But it does allow LSU to set the press. That ball looked like it got away from Mikesell. She landed with it.
Yeah, this press is really speeding up Ohio State and causing a little bit of havoc right now.
And there was a mismatch inside as Mikula Shakova was posting up Jalen Cherry, and instead of getting her the ball, a 3-second count was called.
Yeah, great job, Cherry, just fronting her.
The buzzer went off.
3-second violation. Tiger basket.
The scores table didn't know what the call was, and so they buzzed the buzzer, and LSU will inbound it. Pointer, nice dish off to Autumn Newby. Ohio State led by 24 points at one time. It was the biggest deficit of the year for LSU, but they've chipped away to make it a 16-point ball game. There's still time with over 7 minutes remaining. Mikula Shakova.
Nice.
What a beautiful move into the paint.
Fake the handoff and handle the ball. She handles the ball well for a big girl.
12 points now. 3 players in double figures. Sheldon with 16, Mikesell 13. And Khayla Pointer answers. She's got 21, and Kim Mulkey calls a timeout.
And just trying to keep the game simple. Just a simple ball screen, and Khayla's turning the corner. And Ohio State's got to figure out how they're going to guard the ball screen.
Well, it's time now for our Capital One rewarding performance. It's JC Sheldon.
JC's done. She's done just about everything. She's led in assists. She's attacked the basket. She's hit big threes. She's been so solid and outstanding for Ohio State thus far in the game. She makes the game look easy right now.
Yeah, she didn't start off shooting well. She was 3 for 10 in the first half, but she had 5 assists. Second half, she hasn't missed a shot. She's 4 for 4. She also has 2 assists. But right now, LSU trying to build a little momentum with their defense. They've created some turnovers. They've been able to score. They're trying to chip away.
And they've done a really good job, and Ohio State's got it. Just feels like they're not handling the ball very well.
And Khayla Pointer comes in just a little bit late and then grabs her arm.
She got a little Charlie horse, I think.
She picked up her 3rd foul stepping in. So that's good to see her.
Yeah, she's a tough kid. She's not coming out of this game. That's in her genes.
21 points for Pointer. 3 assists, 2 rebounds. She and JC Sheldon both had historic nights in the first round games.
Well, they needed to. Both stepped up for their teams. Both are leading their teams. They're both point guards, but to do what they do from the scoring aspect of it and getting people the ball.
JC Sheldon misses and lands on the Ohio State cheerleaders. The LSU had a 5-on-4 but didn't take advantage. Pointer turns on the Jets. No. And then a foul on the floor. It was an attempt to box out Awa Trazi.
Just can't ride. You just came under her, and Trazi tried to jump up. And Ohio State's got to really zone in on Pointer because she's taking this game under her own hands. She's attacking. She's making things happen, and she needs to for LSU.
3rd foul on Ricky Harris. Pointer continuing to drive, banks that one in, and will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, they're switching out. Braxton is not going to be able to guard Pointer. That's a tough shot. And look, Khayla's just on a mission. She attacks the basket, keeps, great body control, gets the shot off, and one. That's the kind of plays LSU needs to get back in this game.
So it's the 4th foul on Braxton Miller. She goes to the bench. Khayla Pointer, who has taken this game into her hands but hasn't had luck at the free throw line. She's 4 for 8 at the charity stripe and misses that one again. A 9-2 run for LSU.
Oh!
And Sheldon comes out the better of that one.
See, that's all. Newbie's got to call that. She's got to call that. Cherries can get hurt right there.
A quick score for LSU. Khayla Pointer continuing to rack up the points. She's got 25. Mike Sell from the corner buries it. Mike Sell now 4 3-pointers.
God, that's a great attack.
Welcome into our new audience joining us. Ohio State led by as many as 24 as Indiana won their game to advance to the Sweet 16. The Buckeyes also trying to advance as they have led this game since 8-6 in the first quarter. LSU chipped to within 12. But a quick run back here by Ohio State gives them a 17-point lead with 4:50 remaining. Mike Sell, she's been red hot. She misses that one. As Mike Sell has made 4 3-pointers for Ohio State. And just a couple of plays ago, let's take a look back at this screen that was set.
Yeah, and this is a legal screen. That is a legal screen. She's not moving. Sheldon uses the screen. She's got to call that. She's got to call it early. She's got to call it loud. Make sure that guard knows it's coming.
So a timeout called by Ohio State. Ohio State doing what they've done all year. They're one of the top scoring teams in the country. And against LSU, they've shot 59% from the field here in the second half.
Well, Ohio State, they've turned the ball a little bit over on LSU's press, but then they come down and they haven't hesitated. They get an open shot, they attack the basket.
3-pointers we thought would be a difference in this game. It's a strength of Ohio State. In this game, they have made 8 more 3-pointers. 8 times 3, 24. I mean, that's a big difference in this ball game.
Well, that's a difference in the game, really. I mean, LSU's not scoring. What they're scoring is 2s, and Ohio State's scoring 3s.
LSU has battled here. They've tried to up the tempo. They've created some turnovers, but Ohio State continues to have an answer.
No, that's a tough shot. That's a floater in the open court. Tough shot.
Ohio State has a chance here. Kevin McGuff saying, take your time. It's an opportunity to use the entire shot clock. Autumn Newby jumps out. A lot of contact. No foul called. And a block by Mike Sell is called as a foul. And Ryan Payne will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, look, this game is, it's how this game goes. And Ohio State's got to get under control. Yeah, she steps out, there's no call, and what do? Attack the basket, and that's what they should do. And then they get a foul on the other end. And she got her on the hand. I mean the arm. So that foul should have been called.
So it sends Ryan Payne to the free throw line.
So what does it do? Again, it gives LSU, that's how they're scoring right now, layups and free throws. And it stops the clock.
This time, both free throws are made. That's been a problem for LSU, or they would be chipping into this lead more quickly. They're just 6 of 12 from the free throw line here in the second half. Mike Sell easily to the basket.
Yeah, got the ball in the middle of the floor and just turned and faced and got an easy look.
Pointer up tough. But you can't keep trading baskets here if you're LSU.
Yeah, no, LSU's, they got to get some stops right here. Ohio State's got to get somebody in the middle.
J.C. Sheldon just takes matters into her own hands, splits a couple of defenders, and she's fouled.
Yeah. And Kim wants it on the floor, and you know, I have to agree with her. It looked like she was on the floor, but they called it in the act of shooting.
Well, both teams are in the bonus.
Yeah,
so she's going to go to the free throw line for 2 either way.
There you go.
J.C. Sheldon makes the first free throw. She has 19. J.C. Sheldon, one of the top scorers in the Big Ten Conference, averages almost 20 points a game. She's got 20 in this one. Cherry in and out. Autumn Newby is fouled on the floor by Taylor Theory.
Yeah, Newby's lucky. She brought it down. She brought the ball down, and she's lucky she didn't get a tie-up. But credit her for getting the offensive rebound. Again, going to the free throw line, stopping the clock.
So Autumn Newby, just a 61% free throw show, and she makes that one. Coming up, North Carolina, Arizona, in a 4-5 matchup in the Greensboro region. Autumn Newby misses the second. And then a foul called on Jalen Cherry, and will walk to the other end for free throws.
This has been a battle. For both teams, it's been a battle, and it just, you know, Ohio State is hit big threes, shots when they needed, and then LSU kind of got into a little bit of slump. In this quarter, they've really attacked the basket, so this has been back and forth. It has been a big battle. Very physical game, but a battle.
Theory makes the free throw, the 5'11 junior out of Cleveland, Ohio.
She didn't play like a freshman.
No.
I don't know what a freshman plays like, but she didn't play like one.
Ohio State had closed it to within 13. Ohio State just continues to have an answer, but Khayla Pointer, there's no quit in her.
No, and she just keep attacking. She's doing what she should be doing. It's keep attacking the basket.
Khayla Pointer was named AP All-America second team this week. She's an All-SEC first teamer. She's a top 5 finalist for the Nancy Lieberman Award. And if they can pull off, even if they pull off a miraculous comeback, it's still the last game here in the Pete Maravich Assembly Center for Khayla Pointer, along with Jalen Cherry, Autumn Newby, Faustina Fua, all of them playing in their last game, Awa Trazi. And they have been a part of something special in this, their senior season.
And when you've watched them as freshmen and how much they have grown and developed, and it's been really fun to watch, especially Khayla. I've known Khayla since she's been just small, and just her athletic ability and her love for the game, and just you see right there, she does everything she can to put everything out for this basketball team.
And they're calling an offensive foul on Ohio State as Ricky Harris very slow to get up.
Yeah, that's just a basketball play. That's just what happens. You don't leave your feet. She leaves her feet. Khayla's right there to draw the charge.
So Ricky Harris still on the floor, being tended to.
She just looks like she popped her head a little bit on the floor.
she and Khayla Pointer both went to the floor. She ran into the scorer's table over there.
I don't think she hit her head. I think it just kind of popped back.
And so she is being walked to the end of the bench. That's her 4th foul, but you can see the contribution, 7 points, 7 rebounds, as she walks all the way back to the tunnel to receive some attention. .304 remaining. A trip to the Sweet 16 in the Spokane region on the line. The winner of this game will play Texas. This is the closest LSU has been in this half.
Oh, they got to get it across. Oh.
And Trozzi bails them out because with 22 seconds on the shot clock, Trozzi picks up her 3rd foul in the backcourt and will send Ohio State to the line.
Yeah, that right there bailed Ohio State out, because they had great pressure. I don't even know how they got the ball to the other side of the floor.
So Braxton Miller at the free throw line. Too strong. 2:47 remaining. Stranger things have happened. Ohio State has been in command most of this game. LSU last led 8-6 in the first quarter. And that's when Ohio State went on a big run and have not looked back. But LSU continues to fight hard, and now they cut it to 11.
Got real dangers going behind your back right there.
And a jump ball called. It's possession arrow LSU. And LSU has an opportunity to cut this game to single digits.
Yeah, and LSU keep attacking the basket. Ohio State can't seem to keep the ball in front of them right now.
Khayla Pointer continues to take it at the basket. She has it blocked there. And a scrum for the ball. It will be possession arrow Ohio State. Khayla Pointer has 31 points. Her 29 field goal attempts are the most by an LSU player in an NCAA tournament game in its history. Simone Augustus actually had 26 attempts against Baylor back in 2005. But Khayla Pointer's just trying to do everything she can.
And she has. She's helped cut this lead. If she hadn't scored going to the basket, she's dished to a teammate. So she's kept this game really, really interesting and got this crowd back in it.
Sheldon over to Mike Sell. The veterans keeping the ball in their hands. Mike Sell, the senior. J.C. Sheldon, the junior. They average typically 48% of the offense for Ohio State. That's what about they're at today, but a turnover there by Mike Sell. That one gets away from Khayla Pointer. Payne forces it up. Autumn Newby on the floor. The scramble.
The shot clock went off. I don't think it hit the rim. And Kevin McGuff needs to he's going to get a technical. He doesn't need to get a technical. He needs to get back in his box.
Well, and also Kim Mulkey called a timeout before the jump ball was called, and that's what the officials coming together. So a timeout called by Kim Mulkey. Let's take a look back to see if it did actually hit the rim. Yeah, it looked like it changed directions, that it hit. And so here's what happens. See, you see Kim Mulkey stepping in to call the timeout. Autumn Newby grabbed it, and before a jump ball was called, a timeout was awarded to LSU. So that means on the next tied up ball, it will be possession arrow LSU. So they basically saved 2 possessions there.
There you go. I didn't think it hit the rim, but it did.
So the 3-point shots Big part of this story of this game, Ohio State with 10, LSU just with 2. Ohio State led by as many as 24, but Khayla Pointer has brought this team back. 29 shot attempts, 31 points for the grad student Khayla Pointer, and now with this possession, LSU has a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Yeah, watch.
Payne from the baseline, in and out, and Braxton Miller rebounds it.
Yeah, Ohio State just, that ball went in, that was down. And Ohio State just, they don't even have to shoot. I don't know what their mentality is, but they're just eating up clock. That's what they can't do.
Jalen Cherry jumps the passing lane, misses the layup, trying to go to the opposite side. And then Ryan Payne commits the foul. So LSU had a couple of chances. They had the Ryan Payne baseline jumper. They had the layup here by Cherry and couldn't get it to single digits.
Listen, they've gotten down, but here, I love their fight. They haven't quit. They just keep grinding and grinding it out. But credit Ohio State. They've hit some big shots. They've taken care of the ball, and their defense for the most part has been solid.
Jalen Cherry playing in her last game at the PMAC. She's got 12 points, but you know that one will haunt her. Taylor Theory at the free throw line for Ohio State. She's got another free throw bouncing in. She's got 6 points now.
Yep. Ohio State, you got to let her go. Great for Khayla Pointer, just attacking the basket. It stops the clock.
And the 5th foul called on Taylor Theory. Theory goes to the bench, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Freshman with a bright future ahead. Khayla Pointer, 6 of 11 from the free throw line. She came in here to LSU, and her father, Kirk, passed away that first season when she came to LSU, and she's just battled through and contributed to LSU every year. And this year, second leading scorer in the SEC, an All-American, a Nancy Lieberman finalist, and such a leader, and she will leave such a legacy, returning this LSU program to the NCAA tournament and getting their first win since 2014.
Yeah, she's got great things ahead of her. She's just a solid kid, solid player.
And Ohio State with an opportunity here to close this out, advance to their first Sweet 16 since 2008, and J.C. Sheldon has shouldered the burden once again as she continues to attack.
Well, Sheldon has just put this team on her shoulder. I mean, she has attacked. They have weathered the storm. LSU attacked them, turned it over a little bit, but they keep coming, and they've hit big buckets down the stretch. They've played really well tonight.
Pointer misses. J.C. Sheldon, 23 points and 8 assists for the All-Big Ten first-teamer. And after sitting out the NCAA tournament last year and a self-imposed NCAA ban, Ohio State is going to be back in the Sweet 16.
Now, to come in here in this environment, credit to them, and Coach Moke and her team did a great job this season. But boy, Ohio State, what a great showing to lead them into the next round.
LSU, their seniors, Autumn Newby, Jalen Cherry, Khayla Pointer, Faustina Fua, Awa Trazi close out their career, and they'll be sent to the bench here for a round of applause from all of the fans here at LSU. Kim Mulkey encouraging these fans to cheer for these players that worked so hard this year to accomplish so much. 26 wins and their first NCAA tournament win since 2014.
Yeah, and just giving Khayla Pointer just a roar of applause. And it's tough. This is part of the game, and one moves on, and one's got to go home.
Ohio State with the victory as they will advance to the Sweet 16 in the Spokane region.
Yeah, what a performance by Ohio State.
Ohio State with the victory, 79-64. We've got North Carolina and Arizona coming up. On behalf of Holly Warlick and our entire crew, I'm Brenda Van Lengen. Let's get you out to Tucson.